It's late. I'm in my office. I've been typing and reading and doing different things on the computer. And I decided to take a break from typing and make a video, something different, and just kind of out of boredom and rant for a minute. As I've been scouring the Googles and reading different things and I've been thinking about this for a while, but this country has started to become more progressively just mentally weak. We are letting other people's opinions form our own, and that is a very sad concept when you can no longer formulate your own thoughts. We let politicians, who we look at now as rock stars, they're not. They're elected officials. They can be gone in no time. We let these people give us what they believe our opinion should be instead of us giving them our opinion. Don't get it twisted. They work for us. We've lost. We're losing a step somewhere. We got to figure out a way to get it back. Instead of hearing information, taking it in, dissecting that information, digesting that information, and then come up with a conclusion, that's an opinion. But we've lost a step somewhere, and now we regurgitate talking points from people that we like. The right wing does it, the left wing does it. We all do it. And it's killing any type of expression or anything. If everybody thinks the same way, it's not going to be very innovative. If you find yourself with a group of friends and your entire group of friends thinks the exact same way, you need to find a new group of friends. You need to find somebody that disagrees with you on certain issues. I have lots of liberal, left-wing, I'm a conservative, I have a lot of left-wing friends, and we have great conversations. We agree on 98% of things. We disagree on 2% of things. Math. But that 2% is what we tend to focus on and argue over, and that's what divides us into left or right, blue or red, whatever. I guess Trump would probably be the best example. I mean, he's got to be the best example of no matter what he does, that's great. The left wing is going to find a way to vilify it, and then that group of people is going to listen to that, no matter what, instead of looking at it logically and thinking, well, maybe that's not that bad. On the other side of the aisle or the spectrum, no matter how stupid of something he does, the right wing is going to find a way to justify it. For example, I'm not a big fan of Kim Kardashian coming in and sitting in on meetings about national criminal justice reform. What in the flip does she know about criminal justice reform? That kind of thing irritates me. I'm not afraid to give my opinion. I think a lot of people, especially politicians, end up being afraid to give their opinions because of the clapback or they're afraid that they're going to be attacked and vilified within their own party because there's a lot of infighting. And that's cowardly. That's not leadership, and we don't need any more cowards in government. So if you're listening to this and you're in government, quit being a coward and give your own opinion and give the opinion of your constituents. That's what matters. Don't go with something because it's popular or you think it's going to get you votes. Do the right thing, for God's sakes. There's a right thing and a wrong thing, and always do the right thing. It's not very hard, even if it's not popular. What's going to happen it's already divided. That's not breaking news. But what's happening is there's a group of people that's independents, and there's a surge, and this platform is on the rise. And I gotta admit, I admire the way they go about things and their perspective. They don't want to be put into, from my experience, they don't want to be put into this liberal or conservative box and be told how to think one way or the other. no matter if they lean one way or the other. They tend to look at things from a right and wrong perspective, or instead of a red and blue way of thinking. It's not just they look at it as, does it work, does it not work, do I agree, do I not agree. And I wish more people would take on that mindset instead of digging their heels into the sand just because they differ opinions and they're not willing to give up that opinion. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing positive is gonna, or productive is ever going to come out of that type of mindset. And I'm not the first one to say anything. It's like I said, this isn't. This shouldn't be blowing your hair back or anything. This isn't riveting information. It's just common sense, and that's one of the things that we're losing in this country. And I think we start losing common sense when we start becoming mentally weak and we stop being mentally strong. And that's probably the biggest issue that's got to be the biggest issue I see. And I'll let you go now. My rant's over, but it just gets really frustrating. So if you find yourself in a room with a bunch of people that think the same way as you, find another room, find somebody that differs with your opinion, and debate and play devil's advocate. And it's only going to strengthen your own opinions, and just try to see the other side's perspective and be open-minded. If somebody comes to me with a logical presentation, they have good points, they have good reasoning behind it, and don't be so stubborn in your train of thought or your way of thought that you're not willing to change your opinion on something. And that's for the left and the right. But I'm gonna try to go to bed now. Sweet dreams. Take care.